My name is Sadiq. I was 7 years old when Mama Binta came to live with us. I remember that age very well, because it was the year I stopped feeling safe inside my own house. We lived in a small house near the road, not far from the market. You could hear buses passing all day. In the morning, the air smelled like dust and fried oil. At night, it smelled like smoke and wet ground. It was not a rich place, but it was home. My father worked far away. He left early, before the sun came up, and returned late, when the sky was already dark. My mother sold goods in the market. She stood all day, shouting prices, smiling at customers. When she came home, her feet were always tired. Because of work, they were not always around. That was why they hired a nanny. Her name was Mama Binta. The day she arrived, she carried only one small bag. She wore a long dress and a scarf tied tight around her head. Her smile was wide, too wide. Her teeth were very white, and her lips did not shake when she smiled. She greeted my parents with respect. She bent a little when she spoke. She called them sir and madam. She spoke softly, like someone who did not want to cause trouble. The adults liked her right away. She is calm, my mother said. She looks clean, my aunt said. She does not talk too much, my father said. Nobody asked what she was like with children. At first, she acted kind. She cooked simple food. She washed our clothes. She told us to sit quietly. She never shouted. She never rushed. But something about her made my stomach feel tight. When she smiled at adults, her eyes looked warm. When she smiled at us, her eyes looked empty. I noticed this early, but I did not know how to explain it. Every morning, my parents would dress for work. My father would put on his shoes by the door. My mother would tie her scarf and check the mirror. Mama Binta would stand behind them, smiling, hands folded. As soon as the door closed behind my parents, everything changed. Not fast, slow. Mama Binta would walk to the door and lock it. I could hear the metal sound. Then she would go to the windows and pull the curtains. Even when the sun was bright, she closed them. The house became dim, quiet. Her smile stayed on her face, but did not reach her eyes anymore. Come and sit, she would say. Her voice was still soft. That made it worse. We sat on the floor like she told us. My sisters stayed close to me. I was the oldest. I felt it was my job to protect them, even though I did not know how. Mama Binta would sit on a chair and look at us. Sometimes she said nothing for a long time. She just watched. Children do not like silence like that. And she would start talking. At first, it sounded like normal talk. She asked if we missed our parents. She asked if they hugged us enough. She asked if they ever shouted at us. We answered honestly. She nodded slowly, like she already knew the answers. Then she said things that made my chest hurt. Your parents are tired of you, she said one afternoon, like she was talking about the weather. I laughed a little because it sounded silly. She looked at me. I'm serious, she said. Adults get tired of children very fast. My sisters became quiet. That was the first day she planted fear in us. After that, she did not stop. Every day, after our parents left, she told us a new thing. She said our mother complained about us in the market. She said our father wished he had only one child instead of 3. She said love does not last long. She said children are a burden. She said many parents leave their children and never return. When my sisters cried, she smiled. Not a big smile, a small one. Sometimes she touched our heads while we cried. Her hand was cold. If you tell anyone what I say, she told us, your parents will suffer. She said like a fact, like something she had seen many times. At night, when my parents returned, Mama Binta changed again. She became warm. She laughed with them. She served food. She asked about their day. We watched her from the corner of the room. I wanted to speak. Many times I opened my mouth, but fear sat on my tongue. I remember how she locked the door. I remembered how she stared without blinking. I remembered the way she spoke about death like it was normal. So I stayed quiet. That was how it started. Not with shouting, not with beating, but with soft words said in a dark room after the door was locked. And that was only the beginning. Mama Binta said bad things the way other people talked about food or rain. She did not shout. She did not look angry. She spoke calmly, like she was helping us understand the world. That was why it worked. The first time she said our parents did not love us, I felt confused more than afraid. I tried to remember my mother's hugs. I tried to remember my father lifting me on his shoulders. Those things were real. I knew they were real. But Mama Binta spoke with so much confidence. Adults pretend very well, she said. They smile outside. Inside, they are tired. She said this while stirring soup, like it was common knowledge. Every day after our parents left, she would sit us down and talk. Sometimes on the floor, sometimes on the bed, sometimes while we ate. She chose moments when we were quiet and listening. She said our parents talked badly about us when we were not around. She said our mother complained about my youngest sister crying too much. She said our father said, I asked too many questions. She wishes she could rest. Mama Binta told my sisters. Children do not let mothers rest. My sisters started to look at each other differently after that. They became quieter around our mother. They stopped asking for things. Sometimes they flinched when she raised her voice, even a little. Mama Binta watched all this. She never stopped smiling. Then she began to talk about leaving. Some parents leave their children, she said one afternoon. They go to work and never come back. I asked her why. She looked at me for a long time. Because children talk too much, she said. Because children complain. Because children cause trouble. My heart started to beat fast. She leaned closer to us. If you make your parents angry, she said, they might decide not to return. After that day, every sound from outside made us jump. When a car passed slowly, my sisters ran to the window. When the evening came and our parents were late, we sat in silence. Mama Binta never comforted us. She only added more. She told us about accidents on the road. She told us about buses that fell into ditches. She told us about people who went to work healthy and came back dead. She said it all with a calm voice. If something happens to them, she said, remember I warned you. I started to feel sick often. My stomach hurt. My head felt heavy. I stopped playing outside. I stayed close to my sisters. At night, I dreamed of empty roads and closed doors. Mama Binta noticed everything. One day, she said something that made my blood feel cold. If you ever tell your parents what I say, she said, they will not reach home that day. I asked her how she knew. She smiled and tapped her chest. I know things, she said. After that, I stopped thinking about telling anyone. She did not stop there. She said parents sometimes sell children. She said strangers like boys my age. She said fathers made deals when money was tight. I felt shame burn inside me. I started to avoid my father's eyes. When he touched my shoulder, I stiffened. Mama Binta noticed that too. She said love was fake. She said family was a lie. She said only pain was honest. She told us to prepare our hearts. Do not love too much, she said. Love makes pain worse. She made us repeat things after her. My parents do not care. My parents will leave. My parents will die. If we refused, she did not hit us. She stared. Her eyes did not blink. Her mouth stayed still. The room felt tight, like there was no air. After a while, one of my sisters would start crying and repeat the words just to make her stop. Mama Binta nodded when that happened. That is better, she said. Slowly, our house stopped feeling like a home. It felt like a waiting place. Like something bad was always about to happen. When our parents came home at night, they looked normal. They laughed. They asked about our day. But we did not answer the same way anymore. We watched their faces for signs. We listened for anger. We try not to ask for anything. My mother once asked why my sisters stopped playing. Mama Binta answered for us. They are just quiet children, she said with a smile. And my parents believed her. That was the worst part. She lived in the house with us. She ate our food. She smiled at our parents. And every day, she took something from us. Not our bodies, not our skin, our trust. By the end of that month, we no longer felt safe with the people who loved us most. We felt safe only when Mama Binta was pleased. And that was exactly what she wanted. Mama Binta said children learn best through games. That was how she explained it. One morning, after our parents left, she told us to sit on the floor in a straight line. The curtains were closed. The room felt warm and tight. Today, we will play a game, she said. My sisters looked at me. I did not like the way her voice sounded. It was calm, but there was something heavy under it. "The game is called Truth," she said. She sat on a chair and crossed her legs. She told us to sit still. She said if anyone stood up, the game would start again. Then she pointed at me. "Tell me something bad about your father," she said. I froze. I said I did not know anything bad. Her smile did not move. "You do," she said. "Everyone does." I shook my head. She did not shout. She did not touch me. She stared. The silence felt long. My ears started to ring. I could hear my sisters breathing fast. I felt sweat on my back. After a long time, she spoke again. "If you do not speak," she said, "your father will suffer today." My mouth opened before my mind could stop it. "He shouts sometimes," I said. She nodded like a teacher. "That is good," she said. Then she pointed at my sisters. "Your turn," she said. She made them say bad things too. Small things. Things that did not even feel true. Each time someone spoke, she smiled a little wider. After that day, the games did not stop. Sometimes she made us repeat words. "My mother does not love me. My father wants to leave. They will be better without us." We had to say them again and again until she was satisfied. If we cried, she told us to cry quietly. She said loud crying brings bad spirits. Other times, she played a different game. She would sit in the corner of the room and whisper. At first, I thought she was praying, but the words did not sound like prayers. They sounded broken, like names cut in half. She whispered for a long time. We were not allowed to move. Once my sister asked who she was talking to. Mama Binta turned slowly. "People who listen better than you," she said. After that, we did not ask questions. Sometimes she talked to the wall. She would nod as if someone was answering her. She laughed at things we could not hear. She told us not to look. "If you see them," she said, "they will follow you." I stared at the floor so hard my eyes hurt. One afternoon, she took us outside to the back of the house. She carried a small bowl and a cloth. She told us to be quiet. She dug a small hole near the fence. She put small objects inside. I could not see them clearly. They looked dark and rough. She covered the hole and pressed the ground with her foot. "This is protection," she said. I asked, "Protection from what?" She looked at me. "From your parents' anger," she said. She warned us not to touch the place. She said if we did, our parents would fall sick. She said sickness comes fast when children disobey. After that, I avoided that part of the yard. Even walking past it made my chest feel tight. At night, I cannot sleep. Every small sound felt loud. I listened for footsteps. I watched shadows on the wall. When Mama Binta walked past our room, I held my breath. My sisters started wetting the bed again. Mama Binta scolded them softly and made them clean it themselves. "Shame teaches faster than pain," she said. I stopped dreaming about normal things. I dreamed about locked doors. I dreamed about my parents leaving and never coming back. I dreamed about Mama Binta standing behind me, smiling. During the day, I felt tired. My head hurt. My stomach felt empty even when I ate. But we still did not speak. Fear had become normal. Mama Binta noticed that too. One day, she said, "You are learning well." Her smile that day was the widest I had ever seen. The day everything broke did not start in a special way. The morning was normal. My father left early. My mother rushed to the market. Mama Binta locked the door behind them like always. She pulled the curtains like always. But something in me felt different. I felt tired. Not in my body, but in my chest. Like I had been holding something heavy for too long. Mama Binta did not play games that day. She sat quietly and watched us. That was worse. Silence had become her strongest tool. Around afternoon, my youngest sister started crying. She said she wanted our mother. Mama Binta stared at her until the crying stopped. I felt something snap inside me. I stood up. My legs were shaking, but I stood. Mama Binta looked at me. "Sit down," she said. I did not. For the first time, I did not. She walked toward me slowly. Her smile was gone now. Her face looked flat, like a mask. "If you move again," she said, "something bad will happen today." I believed her, but I still did not sit. That moment stayed in my body for a long time. Even now, I can feel it. Fear and anger together, fighting for space. That evening, my mother came home earlier than usual. When she entered, I ran to her without thinking. I held her clothes so tight my fingers hurt. She smelled like sweat and soap. She laughed at first, then she looked at my face. She stopped laughing. My hands were shaking. My mouth was dry. I could not look at Mama Binta, who stood behind her with a soft smile. "What is wrong?" my mother asked. I wanted to say nothing. My throat felt closed. Mama Binta spoke first. "He is just tired," she said. "Children worry too much." My mother looked at me again. "Tell me," she said. Her voice was gentle. That was what broke me. I cried. Not loud, not fast. Words came out of me in pieces. I told her about the locked doors, the curtains, the things Mama Binta said about them dying, about leaving us, about selling me. I told her about the games, the words we had to repeat, the things buried in the yard. My mother did not speak. Her face changed slowly. Her mouth became tight. Her eyes filled with something heavy. She turned to Mama Binta. "Is this true?" she asked. Mama Binta laughed. Not loudly, just once. "These children imagine things," she said. My mother did not answer. She went outside and made a phone call. Her hand was shaking too. My father came home early that day. He looked confused when he saw neighbors standing near the gate. Mama Binta was sitting in the living room when they questioned her. She did not look afraid. She listened. She smiled. When my father asked her directly if she said those things, she did not deny it. "Yes," she said. "I did." The room went quiet. She leaned back in her chair. "Children are easy to shape," she said. "Fear stays longer than love." She said she was preparing us for the world. She said weak children suffer more later. The neighbors shouted at her. Some cursed. Some told her to leave. Mama Binta stood up calmly. She picked up her small bag. As she walked out, she looked at me. She smiled. That smile stayed with me longer than anything else. After Mama Binta left, the house felt too quiet. Not peaceful. Empty. The curtains stayed open now. The doors were not locked during the day. My mother stayed home for a while. My father came back earlier than usual. Neighbors checked on us often. Everyone said we were safe. But safety did not come back the way it left. My sisters changed first. At night, they slept closer to our mother. They stopped wetting the bed. Slowly, they laughed again. Children forget faster than adults think. I did not. I listened to every sound. When someone whispered, my body went stiff. When the door clicked, my heart jumped. I checked locks, even when I knew they were open. I watched faces. I watched smiles. I stopped trusting quiet people. My parents tried to help. They talked to me. They hugged me. They told me none of what Mama Binta said was true. I wanted to believe them. But fear does not leave because you tell it to go. Sometimes at night, I heard her voice in my head. Not clear words, just the tone. Soft, calm, certain. I dreamed about her standing in corners. I dreamed about locked doors. I dreamed about being small and unable to speak. We moved houses a few months later. My parents said it was for a fresh start. The new house was brighter, bigger windows, different sounds, but my body did not know the difference. Even now, as an adult, I still notice things others do not. I notice when someone watches too closely. I notice when a room becomes too quiet. I notice when words are used like tools. I learned something early in life. Evil does not always shout. Sometimes it smiles. Sometimes it cooks your food. Sometimes it tells you it is helping you. What scared me most was not that Mama Binta said terrible things. It was that she sounded sure. Nothing she did felt like a story. Nothing felt unreal. It felt like something that could happen. Something that did happen. And that is why it stayed with me, even after she was gone.